The physics master, controlling himself well aware that Vasakov is trying to irritate him, asks a question very sweetly. When Vasakov insults him or tries to irritate the teacher by saying that, "Don't get excited, little man, ask me a hard question instead and fail me in the exam." Physics teacher doesn't get irritated, he controls himself, talks to Mr. Vasakov very politely, saying, "Oh, very kind of you, very kind of you. Now tell me, Mr. Vasakov." Now he comes out with a question. Do clocks in church towers, steeples, become really smaller as you walk away from them, or do they merely appear to become smaller because of an optical illusion? This is a question that is put to Vasakov by the physics teacher. The question is silly because the answer is known to everybody. Even a moron, even a stupid person will know the answer to this question. But we'll see what Vasakov is telling him. Vasakov is answering the question this way. He says, "What an absolute rot. It's a stupid question. How should I know whether the clocks become smaller? Whenever I walk away from clocks, they get larger." So he says something highly outrageous, something atrocious, something absurd. He says, "How do I know? Whenever I walk away from clocks, they get larger." That is untrue. He is coming out with an absurd, foolish answer because he wants to fail the exam. And he says that clocks do not become smaller, in fact, they become larger. Invariably, if I want the clocks to get smaller, I turn around and walk right up to the towers, and then they are not small at all. So this is absolute nonsense. This is the height of absurdity or foolishness. He says, when I walk away from the clocks, they get larger. If I want the clocks to be smaller, I turn around and walk right up to the clocks. Then they are not small at all. Now the physics teacher still doesn't lose his cool, and he tells him, "Mr. Vasakov, answer my question in one word." Therefore, in a word, what do you want to say? Vasakov, who doesn't want to give a clear-cut answer, tells him in a word, "Okay, you give me a pain in the neck. You want me to answer the question in one word, Mr. Teacher? You give me a pain in the neck. When you ask me this question, I get a pain in my neck. So let me answer your question in one word. Let me say, you are an ass." That is my answer. What is the question? Do clocks become smaller as you go away, or do they really become smaller, or do they appear to be smaller? This is a question. And what is the answer? He says, "You are an ass." He calls his teacher an ass. That's my answer. The physics master gets angry. He shouts at him, asking, "Is that your answer?" But he knows he shouldn't lose his cool, so he controls himself and says, "Good, good, that is correct. Your answer is, I'm an ass." "That's right. Your answer is right." Turning to the staff, he tells everybody, "Look, he has given a wonderful answer. It's a difficult question to be answered, but he has given a very nice answer and the most brilliant answer. Mr. Vasakov is very intelligent, he is a genius, and he has given a brilliant answer. I'll explain how it is right. That is to say, I'll explain." With a sigh, deep breath, he gets on with it. He goes on. He tries to say something. See, when we talk of the ass, we always notice he doesn't know how to continue. He gets stuck. We always notice the staff anxiously, "Yes, complete what you're saying." The physics master, "See, when you notice an ass, When you see an ass, you'll come to know that that is always sad. The look of an ass is always sad. Therefore, he thinks suddenly triumphant, victorious, and he says, I have got the answer. Vasakov is worried. What have you got? You whiskered baboon? Now, Vasakov calls his teacher, his own teacher, the physics teacher, a whiskered here, bearded baboon. Baboon is a monkey. Earlier he called him an ass. Now he is calling him a monkey. The physics teacher doesn't bother. He doesn't get angry. He controls himself and says, physics teacher, I have got it. Your answer is right. Why is the look of the ass so sad? As you are away, whenever you see an ass, you get a feeling that it is sad. The look of an ass is always sad. Why? Do you know the reason? Why are all of us usually sad? All of us, just like the ass, we are all usually sad because we are all the victims of illusion. What is illusion? Delusion, or a false belief. Something that appears to be true, but it is not actually true. But what illusions can affect the extremely old, primitive, apperceptive here, understanding, perceptive parts of an ass? See, most of us are all the victims of illusion. We live with so many false beliefs or delusions. But what illusions can affect the extremely old, apperceptive, perceptive parts of an ass? Do you know? Obviously, clearly, the illusions of the senses. Now the physics teacher is trying to say that an ass is always sad because he is, or his understanding power, the understanding powers of an ass are always affected by the illusions of the senses, because the ass lacks imagination. See, men, human beings, are quite imaginative, so they get all kinds of ideas. Some are false, some are true, but we know that some of the beliefs that we have got are false. Some of the ideas that we get are false, but an ass doesn't know. Ass tends to believe whatever it feels. So obviously, clearly, the illusions of the senses affect the understanding parts of an ass, because an ass lacks imagination, and these must be none other than optical illusions. Now the writer says an ass suffers from, an ass is affected by optical illusions. An ass is affected by the optical illusion. What is an optical illusion? Optical illusion is something that misleads your eyes, so that what you think you see is different from what is really there. So you feel that there is something, you see something, but actually that does not exist, or nothing is seen. You get a feeling that you see something, but in fact there is nothing to be seen. That is optical illusion. Now he says that, physics teacher says that an ass suffers from this kind of, or is affected by this kind of optical illusions, because since the ass, like us, observes that objects appear to become smaller as he moves away from them. Just like human beings, an ass also observes that objects appear to become smaller as it moves away from them. See, when you walk away from a building, the building appears to be smaller. But you know that the building does not become smaller. The building is the same, remains the same, and it appears to be smaller because you're away from the building. We know that. We know that there are so many illusions. These are not real. Illusions are not true. a human being understands, but an ass fails to understand. That's why the look of an ass is always sad. Now the writer says that unlike human beings, an ass does not see through the optical illusions, does not understand the real meaning of illusions. It seems to believe whatever it sees, that's why it is always sad. The candidate has given us a most excellent answer in calling our attention to an animal, that is ass, whose expression is sad, melancholy, because its senses are misleading, deceptive. We know that our senses can be deceptive sometimes, but we see through that. We understand that sometimes our senses can be deceptive. So at that time you don't believe what you see. But poor thing, an ass doesn't know this. It is not intelligent enough to know that its senses can be deceptive sometimes. So to put it another way, because the apparent decrease in size of an object, in this case a clock or a building, is to be ascribed to optical illusion. You know that, I know that this happens because of an optical illusion, but poor thing, the ass doesn't understand that. That's why he's always sad. The answer was correct. I certify therefore that the candidate may be given very good in physics. So physics exam also gets over. In fact, Wasako gives a stupid answer, but the physics teacher convinces everybody that the answer is brilliant and he is awarded very good in physics. Now the principal writes down physics very good. The staff congratulate him, saying bravo, well done. They surround the physics master, slapping him on the back and shaking his hands while he sinks into his chair completely exhausted. So by justifying what he has said, he feels exhausted. The physics teacher feels completely exhausted and he sinks, he falls into his chair. Wasako, I protest. This is not right. This is unfair. I have given a wrong answer and you have turned that to be right and you described the answer as right. Come on, that is bad. I protest. The principal silenced him with the gesture. He said, keep quiet. The examination in physics is over. Now we'll go to the next exam in geography. The geography master takes a place facing Wasakov. Now, one more exam is over and Wasakov is being taken to the next subject, next examination. So when he sees a geography teacher, Wasakov makes fun of him by saying, just look at him, the old hypocrite, a dishonest man. How are you anyhow, need to wait? So he calls the geography teacher old hypocrite and need to wait stupid. He called the physics teacher as, now he's calling his geography teacher hypocrite and nitwit. Geography teacher, I beg your pardon, I'm sorry, what do you say? Then Wasako, my name used to be in your classbook, didn't it? Mr. Geography teacher, my name used to be in your classbook, attendance register, didn't it? You old reprobate here, dirty person, hateful person, you. So he calls his teacher hypocrite, nitwit, and now reprobate. You just wait, I'll fix you all. I'll teach you a good lesson now. Wasakov threatens his teacher. Geography master doesn't bother about what he's saying. He says, tell me, candid. Wasakov, I'll tell you how I used to hate you 18 years ago. Now Wasakov tells the teacher on his face that 18 years ago when he was a student, he used to hate him. Geography master doesn't lose his cool imperturbably, means calmly, coolly. He says, please tell me. So my exam begins now. I'll ask you the first question. Mr. Wasako, please tell me what city of the same name is the capital of the German province of Brunswick. What kind of a question is it? The question is highly silly because the answer is in the question itself. Wasako says, I won't answer this question. It is a dumb question. Dumb, stupid question. The answer is in the question itself. Answer is part of the question. So look at the question. Tell me the city, tell me what city of the same name is the capital of the German province of Brunswick. Answer is Brunswick. It is there in the question. Wasakov is intelligent enough to understand. He says the answer is in the question itself. Geography master is happy to know that Wasakov has understood this, and he says, okay, you know that the answer is in the question. Just tell me what is that? Wasakov doesn't want to give the real answers. He says same. Of course, that's the answer. If the name of the city is the same, the name of the city is same. So now he says the name of the city. You're asking me what the name of the city is. My answer is same. Is it right? If it is not, I fail and you refund my tuition fees. Wasakov thinks that he has given a wrong answer and he is going to fail, and he tells the teacher, okay, I fail because my answer is wrong and please give me my tuition fees back. But geography teacher tells him that, oh, your answer is correct. The name of the city is same. Gentlemen, now he addresses all the teachers saying that candidate Mr. Wasako shows extreme, exceptional, outstanding knowledge of the history of the city of Brunswick. The city of Brunswick is very famous. It has got its own history, and Wasakov is intelligent or learned enough to know the history of the city of Brunswick. There is a legend surrounding the city of Brunswick. What is that? There is a legend that once, as the emperor Barbarossa was riding into the city. So once the emperor of the country came to the city on his horse. He was riding his horse into the city. While he was riding, the Emperor Barbarossa met a young peasant girl who was eating a bun. He met a young girl on the road. She was eating a bun, munching a bun, and her mouth was full. He called out to her, God bless you, what's the name of the city? The emperor was riding his horse into the city and he didn't know the name of the city. So he asked the girl whom he sees on the way, what's the name of the city? And the girl was eating bun and her mouth was full, and the peasant girl answered, same to you, sir. Actually, she says same to you because the emperor had said God bless you. So she is replying to that. So when the emperor said God bless you, she says same to you, sir. Then she stopped because her mouth was full. She couldn't continue speaking, and the emperor laughed and said, oh ho, humorously. Pulling her legs, the emperor said, oh ho, are you trying to say that the name of the city is same? And for many years thereafter, he never referred to the city by the name Brunswick except by that title. The title is same. So thereafter, whenever Barbarossa spoke about the city, he did not use the name of the city Brunswick. Instead, he referred to the city as same. He turns to wink solemnly, seriously at his colleagues. This is something concocted, so he looks at all the teachers and winks at them. The answer is excellent. The candidate is entitled to a grade of excellent in geography. So Wasakov gets through in one more exam. So after the physics exam, he appeared for the geography exam. Even the geography exam, he comes out with flying colors. He returns to his place to be showered with congratulations. Now after the exam, Every teacher congratulates the geography teacher because he has defeated the student. The student has passed. So when the student passes, the teachers win. So the teachers succeed. So all the teachers congratulate the geography teacher on his success. Principal writing, geography, excellent. Thus far, now the principal says, so far, the candidate has come through with flying colors. Flying colors, oh, he has done extremely well in every exam. Only the examination mathematics is left. Now, one serious exam is left. What is that? Maths. If he passes, should he pass? If he passes that exam, he will have passed all the examinations, the entire examination. The principal tells everybody that maths exam is remaining to be conducted.